Hello and welcome to this Laravel soccer tutorial. My name is Koya Verlo and I want to teach you something about the repository pattern. I got this little diagram right here, thanks to MSDN. I think it's a Microsoft page. Yeah, repository pattern. The repository pattern gives you the ability to think about your data as business entities. What does this mean? You maybe think about, in our example, a team, and the team has always players, always. So if I want to get a team, don't want to say with players, but I just want to get the team and the players. So this is a little example, a little small example how to use it. A bigger one could be imagine you have a business entity that is maybe a mashup, an entity that uses different tables. So as in Laravel, each model you can see here is one table in a database, but you maybe have complex objects that use different database tables or maybe web services, and you want to get all this data together in one business entity. This is where the repository pattern stands for. So if you want to get a business entity, the repository looks into the data source and queries all the data, so all the tables that are needed, and give it back to the client business logic. And if the business logic says, okay, I want to persist this business entity, the repository will push it again to the data source and the different tables. So it's really like an abstraction layer between the data source and the business logic that helps to make things easier. And if you see it from the other side, like this one, you may have different controllers, like 4 or 5, querying the data of the repository. It would be really bad to write in every controller like here that you want to have it with players. So that's the other side where it is pretty cool to use it. So I want to show it to you right now. I have built up a file right here, and there's nothing in. That's good. And I want to use it. So I'm going for interface because it makes the implementation. Moment please. So I got a little bit issue with syntax highlighting right here, but I fixed it right now. So well, what we want to do right now is kind of, so normally yeah, well, I don't like that. So what do you want to do? What we want to do is to make an interface, public index. I forgot the function. Here I'm defining what functions the one moment please, I don't count to make it at one shot, so delete. So this is the CRUD pattern: create, read, update and delete, and index, of course. This is really like something that is inspired by the controller right here. So why do we use the interface? Well, if you implement an interface, no, let me tell it in a different way. Maybe this is clearer. So I'm going to direct directory, no, file. I want a PHP file, and it should be named repo service provider. Yes, it's okay. So this is kind of a core functionality, and I think if I implement this one first, you will get why I'm using an interface right here. But first things first. So I want to namespace. It's import repo, and no, wrong character right here. And I want to class repo repository service provider. The service provider is a function that could be registered with Laravel and will be called every time Laravel boots up. So service provider, and yeah. So yeah, you have to use the register method. It's right here. Public function register, and yeah. So service provider. Got a spelling mistake right there. And I want to bind something. I will first write all that stuff right here. So it's team repository, and I want a function. Let me clean up this a bit. And it's app. And I want to return new. Yeah. I want to return new eloquent team. I will implement this in a second, but that should be it for now. So the point is, I will clean up a bit right here. No, not that one. I want to team and put the team repository in there, and input repo team. That's okay. So I got this interface. So on every time Laravel starts up, it will run this register method and says, okay, if you're asking for a team repository, which is an interface, not a concrete implementation, but an interface, I want Laravel to get an eloquent team. Eloquent team is a business entity, the implementation of a repository, and this is how it fits together. So it's like for dependency injection. That's the word you want to get in mind right now. So the team repository I have implemented, where repo service provider is working. So at least I need a concrete implementation. So I'm going for new PHP class, and it should be eloquent team, since I use the eloquent functionality of Laravel. And I want this to implement team repository. What the heck? That's tricky. So okay, no. Repository, correct spelling mistake right here. and he's like, okay, you have to do something right now. And yeah, that was the easy way to do it. And right now in this repository I want to use the team, so the real model, if you want to say it like that. And I want to split this out and return it right here, so everything's fine. I had the index. Maybe you outsource the get two, but one after another. And you get this repository, eloquent team. He doesn't find it, it's okay. Use import repo, and then team, eloquent team. No. And he should manage it. Yeah, he does. So, but one thing is missing right here. I want to, well, I need to inject the concrete implementation. So I have public function construct, yeah, and I want to be automatically injected the team repository, yes, as team repo, and I want width. Gosh, what's going on right here? Well, that's not good. With team repo equals team repo. So, and now I can team repo index right now. It's so easy, I forgot this. And that is not good too. And right now, Laravel looks for this, sees, okay, I need a team repository, goes into the service provider. He tells him, okay, let's get an eloquent team. This one is instantiated by the new and injected into the team repository right here. So that's it. That's the whole stuff of magic right here. So what we want to do right now is to get everything to the right direction. I need to run the repo. So I need import repo service provider class, and that should be it. For safety, just composer autoload right now. Dump autoload. I don't think that it is needed, but sometimes I think you get strange errors if you don't do it. And he can't find it. Import repo repository service provider not found. So one moment. So I got my mistake in here. It's repository service provider, not repository service provider. So, and one thing I got wrong too is like that one. So you have to get the whole name, and here it is. Everything is out here, and it's pretty good managed in this repository, and everything is cleaned up, and everything is managed good. So that was it for this tutorial. I hope you liked it, and see you at the next video. Bye.